worked on your psychology.
Oh, it's all about psychology.
Your cuss was like my Virgil, my coach, because it wasn't just physical. He was always working on my mind, even as a young kid. And you talk about Cuss telling you, man, you can be champion, you gonna be the greatest fighter, and how it was just strange to you because you had never heard nobody talking to you.
I had nobody never showed me respect like that. Looked up me. Felt as a white guy look at me like I'm so easy, made me feel like I was God. You know, he's always said good things about me. Before I had too much pride to work, now I had too much pride to steal. So it just switched totally.
Tell me about the psychology of fighting, because I feel like that's what separated me. It wasn't the strongest guy, it wasn't the guy with the most experience, but understanding how a fighter thinks, how combat works. I thought that was a separator for me in my career. It sounded like that's what Cuss was trying to instill in you.
Well, we have to understand our relationship with God. You know, once we understand our relationship with God, we know that then we realize that we're ordained to do what we're doing. Nothing can stop us. And so that takes a lot of mental work, spending a lot of time with yourself, speaking, you know what I mean, with your self-consciousness, believing in yourself. Life's all about confidence. Confidence breeds success. Success breeds confidence. And confidence applied properly will supersede a genius. There's nothing like confidence. It's almost like magic.
You think that's what's missing in the game with the fighters today, is that it's all physical and it's not enough here?
Well, everyone wants to be a big shot, but they gotta pay the price. You know, you have to know how to handle defeat. You know what I mean? You have to know how to handle being humble. You know, not giving up. It's so easy to give up nowadays, you know? They got YouTube, all this stuff. If it gets so hard, I'll be a YouTuber.
I think that's the issue, or the things that you see going on in the game now, is like, because of social media, if you get your following big enough and you get them believing that you the best, you the greatest, that's enough. It's not about proving it. When you came from an era where it was like, you say you the best, I'm the best and I want to prove it. It's not a lot of proving it in the game today.
It has nothing to do with you losing. It depends on how you lose. You lose spectacularly, hey, they're gonna always use you. Depends on how you lose. You can lose and win at the same time.
Yeah, your stock can go up.
Yeah.
Some people be like, oh, you undefeated, you don't know, you don't understand. It's like, no, I do understand.
Yes, you do understand.
I came out on top, but I took the risk, and I had some close ones. But I also remember my last loss and how that made me feel, which made me not want to, lose again. And he said, at his age, he said, how do you stay alive? What's your motivation? He said, I'm alive because Mike gives me hope to stay alive. I have a reason with Mike here, and it gives me motivation. He said, I will stay alive, and I will watch him become a success. I will not believe until that happens. He didn't even mention really his family in that quote. He just talking about you. We talk a lot about what Cuss gave to Mike Tyson, a young Mike Tyson. What do you think you gave to Cuss?
Extra years of life. He was very happy that, he had to check me. Listen, it wasn't like always, hey, you're the best, I'm prima donna. He'd check me in a minute. He's just that way. Like after I'm doing the front page of Sports Illustrated, and he sees me being cocky and everything. As soon as it's done, he said, get the mop and broom and sweep the gym.
And when did you first start realizing that, they scared of me at these tournaments when you were in?
Well, I would watch films, and I watch films like Jack Dempsey, George Foreman, Sonny Liston, and they would have guys who just faint. Great fighters who just faint in front of them. I said, that's who I want to be.
So it was Cuss and you seeing this yourself?
I watch fight films all day, all night.
Oh, I know you're a historian.
All day, yeah.
I know you're a historian.
Psychological teachings of Cuss, their motto. That if the show must go on, there's nothing matters. This is life, this is life. Life's only purpose is to prepare you for death. So all of this prepares us for death. Your fight, your adversity, losing people, losing my daughter, losing my friend, all of that prepares us for death. That's what life's only purpose is, to prepare us for death.
Whose idea was it initially to plant that seed to say you're gonna be the youngest
Cuss.
Heavyweight champ? So that was Cuss, but he saw it.
Yeah.
And that came to fruition on November 22nd.
Because I believed it as well. It doesn't matter who say it unless you believe it.
What was that, 85? You fought Trevor Burton?
86.
86?
Yeah.
I just remember I didn't watch the fight live, I was just a kid, but when I did finally watch it, man, you seemed like you had supreme confidence, man. That face-off, getting the referee's instructions, man, you look locked in for that fight. What were you feeling being that young on that kind of stage?
Well, this is my moment to shine. This is everything that was taught by Cuss. This is the moment. I don't know, life isn't, I think I was born so destitute because God knew this was gonna happen. I was gonna receive everything.
Then you walked out, Mike, with some ominous music, like
Funeral music.
come on, but that was strategic, right?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
Well, it's the art of war.
Come on, I like
Art
it.
of war.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, you get me fired up. I like that.
Listen, it's how you handle fear. If you don't consider fear a friend, then you're definitely going to lose. It's going to beat you. You have to accept fear and you have to embrace it. And it becomes your friend and it helps you win instead of helping you demise yourself. This is what life is about. All right, I lost, okay? What am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? You're here interviewing me and not Buster. He beat me.
That's true. That's true.
Almost not good enough.
Almost ain't good enough.
Not good enough. The enemy can't hurt you, only your friend. Only your friend can hurt you, not the enemy.
Yeah, man, it's you know, this success thing and all, you know, being in the limelight, it come at a cost.
It has to be. Listen, it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy.
So you
Like I said, it prepares for our expiration date. All this stuff is prepared for our expiration date. You know, when we died, then we died because we know we had truly lived. That's a good time to die. You know, I don't know if I'm afraid of death, but I don't cling to life. You know, we all know we have to go, but until that moment comes, we have to do a lot of things. I said, this has to be a better way.
Yeah.
And so I learned how to move, respect everybody. Because they wanted to be kind to me, but I wasn't accepting their kindness.
Okay.
I was too bitter. And so I learned how to, you know, give respect and get respect. And then it was brilliant after that.
When did the shift come where you became a Muslim? I felt like that's what you wanted to do.
I just wanted to experience a form of God, another form of God. And I'm so happy I did that. Really happy I did that because I think God means different things to everybody. Everybody have a different perspective of God, more than a religion. I believe that God made us, like everyone says, in his own liking. So I believe we're God. We're all God, but we can die. I say something like, my daughter read something in the Bible like that. We're all God, but we get struck down and die. Something like that in the Bible. I don't read the Bible that much, my daughter does. She was telling
Yeah,
me.
we definitely made in the image of God.
Yeah.
Too. You know, I wouldn't call myself a God, but we definitely made in the image of God.
You know, the Bible said you are.
So on the money point, you had a quote. You said, "There's an art to controlling money." You said, "I'm an extremist. I either have a lot of money or I have none." You said, "I can't live in the middle. I have to live on top of the world or I have to live at the bottom of the ocean." Is that still how you feel today regarding money?
No, it's I have a family, and my family comes before I do because I already lived my life. I already had everything I ever wanted. Now it's their chance to have an opportunity to do this as well. Yeah, I'm not giving them anything. Everybody has to work. No one gets nothing free from me.
That's how you feel?
In the family, they get nothing free. Everybody has to work and earn everything. They have to work and earn their inheritance and everything.
Even the kids?
Yeah, definitely the kids.
How can you be on top of the world but yet remain humble? You know,
Listen, I've learned this in life. If you use the word humble, you're not humble. You know, I don't know who's humble. I don't know if I'm truly humble. People say I am because I'm quiet, I don't rant and rage. Humbleness is spiritualism. You know what I mean? Some people have to work on humbleness. It's an art too. Humbleness is an art. Humbleness comes, you know, this is what I tell my kids. Man is not born to be humble, he's made to be humbled. You know, and no one knows our life. Hey, I'm humble, I'm quiet, I'm respectful. They have to learn to be that way. They have to be humbled.
how you get to that point?
Well, that was life's all about, you know what I mean? Not to take yourself serious. I learned that I take myself too serious. And it's good to laugh at yourself sometimes. You know, I don't know, but being untruthful to yourself is the biggest lie you could ever tell. You know, I'm not saying go on and print the street, I'm this way with signs, I'm this way, but just just believe in who you are and accept who you are. I accept who I am. Let me see, I'm comfortable in my skin now. Well, the plan for the future, and the plan for the future is to pretty much plant your money, pour some water in it, it might grow.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely, because your money's all about your future, and your future is your children and your family. You know, we have our little time, we get our little money and ball and fool, but now we have to take care of our family. I want my children, thank God, all my children basically went to Ivy schools.
Yeah.
I just want them to live, to be able, if they wanted to live the life I did when I was their age.